Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I am gonna refresh the products that are in my Shop My Stash. So I typically do these kind of vlog style, and I'm gonna take you over to where I keep my makeup right now. I'll show you what I have been using about the last month, and then we're gonna pick all new products. So it's a series I did all of last year. I will link that playlist in case you want to watch more of this style of video, but it has worked, as I say in all these videos, amazing for me. I actually am using all the products, all the makeup that's in my collection. I'm getting through things. I've even used some things up, which is perfect. So I do need to refresh because after about a month, I do get kind of sick of these products. So I'll take you over to where I keep my makeup. I'll show you what I have been using, and then we will pick all new products. Okay, so here is my current setup. I do have brushes, lip products sit out all the time. And then these are lip liners. These are my brow products. These are the things that I have been using the last about a month, maybe a little bit more because I am a little behind on my videos. So this single shadow from Dose of Colors, I actually picked up pretty late last year. I think I ordered it in a BoxyCharm sale. It's really pretty. I've used it quite a few times, but it actually wasn't in my Shop My Stash. I just had it sitting out here so that I would use it, but I'll put that away for now. You guys, I don't know if I use this more than 2 or 3 times. I just am struggling to use powders really at all. This is, of course, the powder bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. I'll put it back. I hardly used it. I just don't use a lot of powder bronzers anymore, just really creams. And then I did have this palette from Dominique Cosmetics. I'm not sure I really used it more than a couple of times, to be honest. It was out because it was new, not necessarily because I needed to use it, but I'll put it back for now. And then I did have this in my Shop My Stash, and I did use quite a few of the shades. These are Sephora Collection single shadows, and these are ColourPop products here. So this shade in particular, I used quite a few times. It's in, I think it's called Shock Chalk, and I really love it as a just one and done shadow. So I'll put that back, but I did get some good use out of it. And then this palette from Lunar Beauty, I used only a couple of times. A lot of these are pretty pinky, kind of mauve-y shades, and on my eyes, I prefer more browns, but they're really nice formulas. Like, no complaints. I'm happy to have this. I was very excited to get it in a BoxyCharm box, and I did use it a few times, but I'll put it back for now, pull something else out. And then I did have this highlighter from Rare Beauty, and I used it a few times. I do find I'm wearing less makeup day to day because at my job, which I work 4 days a week at, I wear a mask, so I'm not going in with very much makeup. And then on the days that I'm not working, I try to go to the gym. And so I also am not really wearing much makeup. So I only used this a few times, to be honest. I mean, I did use it, but it's just not an everyday highlighter for me at this point. Not that it's not gorgeous, it is, but we'll put it back for now. This LYS powder I used it every day, pretty much. It's a beautiful powder. If you like a very light, soft powder, like for me, I have dry skin, I don't need a lot of powder, I just want to kind of set things down a little bit. It's beautiful for that. And then I had this mini blush from Laura Mercier in the shade Rosé. I absolutely love this. It's one of my favorite powder blushes. This is the perfect size. I think this was like a points perk, but like, I'm never gonna get through that. I haven't even made a dent in it, and I've used it an absolute ton. I have this trio from Alley Oop. I did get this in a BoxyCharm box, and it's had the bronzer on the bottom. You can see I completely used it up. Like, I scraped the sides and everything, and that's gone. And the blush, I really put a good dent in as well. This highlighter on top, I don't really like. It's just, it shows up pretty chunky and makes my skin look very textured. So I did use it a few times, but I don't love it. These products were perfectly fine. They're not my favorite, and I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase this, but I'm glad I used as much of it up as I did. And I'll keep it for the blush because that blush is pretty. Again, nothing remarkable, like just a solid cream blush. And then from Burt's Bees, I had one of their cream shadows. I do feel like this is really dried out, and gets harder and harder to pick any up on my brush. And I kind of felt like when I initially bought it, even, it was a bit dried out. It was on sale, so maybe that's why, but I love this color and it looks so pretty on my lids. So there's a ton left in there, but yeah, I'll keep trying to use it, but I put it back for now and pull something else out. Okay, and then this was a pretty recent product that I received in a BoxyCharm box. It's from Real Her. It's Set Your Goal. It's a blurring powder. It's actually a really beautiful shimmery setting powder. I really liked it. I used it quite a few times. It even looked nice under my eyes, which is rare. So I did enjoy that. And then this palette from Charlotte Tilbury, I think this was maybe a limited edition holiday release, but I do really enjoy it. This shade, this coppery shade in the corner on the bottom, that's what I have all over my lids today. And then I just topped it with a bit of that. So such a pretty palette. And from Patrick Ta for my brows, I had his clear shaping wax, and it's a really nice product, but I'll pull something else out. I had from Kosas this liquid shadow. A girlfriend actually gave this to me. This is a really nice formula, and I feel like it's easy to use, but this shade is maybe not ideal for me. I wouldn't have picked this. It kind of shows up a bit pinky on my lids. So put it back. I did use it a few times though. And then this was the concealer that I had out. It's the Bear With Me from NYX. I know people absolutely love this. I find this creases quite a bit on me. And especially at work, I was wearing this every day. And with wearing a mask, I think it just really creases even worse when I'm wearing a mask. Just that mask pressing up against my cheeks, pushing on my under eyes, and it just started to look terrible. And so what I did was I pulled out my favorite one from Il Maquillage, and I've been actually using that instead. So I'm gonna keep this one out here because otherwise I just am in the drawer reaching for it anyway. I absolutely love this concealer, you guys. It's for me, for my dry, mature under eyes, it's the best concealer I think I've ever used, honestly. So I'm gonna keep it out because otherwise I'm just fishing in the drawer for it. I did use this Supergoop Glow Screen. I don't know what it is about this product. I just don't reach for it. It's pretty when I do. I like the effect, but yeah, I don't reach for it a ton. And then also for primer from Good Molecules, I had the silicone-free priming moisturizer. It's just a really nice moisturizer. I think it hydrates your skin and probably makes your makeup look a bit better if you've got dry skin. But honestly, I would use this just as a moisturizer. Like, it's very nice. I really enjoyed that. And from e.l.f., I had one of the Halo Glow liquid filters. I would put this on, kind of mix it in with my foundation, and it's so pretty like that, but maybe put it back for now. From Rare Beauty, this is that under eye brightener that she came out with fairly recently. Honestly, I don't even think I used this more than a couple of times. It seems like an added step to me. This is not enough coverage to be a concealer, but you can't put concealer over it because then you can't see it at all. So I put my concealer on and then I tap a bit of this on, which is just an extra step. So I just didn't reach for it a ton, to be honest. This from e.l.f. is done. I don't think there's, well, I think it's pretty much done. So I'm just gonna put that in my empties bin. I had two blushes in here. This one from Glossier, I really enjoyed this. So nice. And then I had this one from YSL, also really enjoy, but of course I have a million blushes, so I need to pull something else out. And then the foundation that I had this time in here was this one from The Ordinary, which has been a long love of mine. Yeah, it's just, I probably have a third of it left, or maybe even a bit less. I really enjoy that one. And then I would mix it with a bit of this product from Nyod, which is their kind of like bronzing drops is how I would describe these. Okay, I'm gonna put all this back and we will pull all new products out. Okay, well, we desperately need to declutter. Okay, let's start with primers. So I think I want to pull out this one. I've used it a couple times in the last week and forgot how much I loved it. So we'll see if I'm able to tolerate daily use. And then this one from Tarte. I'm really feeling this time like I want to pull out just some faves. Like I just want to use some of the products that I truly love. I think that's probably good. Those two. And then I do need to pull out a setting mist. I don't have a ton of options. And then for foundation, I know I want to pull this one out from Urban Decay because it's fairly new to me and I haven't used it a ton. I mean, I've got some good use out of it, but I do want to pull this one out. And then, oh my goodness, I need to declutter in here so bad. And then I think for concealer, I'm going to pull this one out from Clinique as well, just because I need to try to get through it. That's probably good. I'm really missing the It Cosmetics CC Illumination Foundation. I used that up a couple Shop My Stashes ago, and I'm really missing it, so I might actually just purchase one. Okay, for cream blush, I haven't had this one out in a while. Such a beautiful cream blush. So let's pull that one out. And then for a powder blush, I'm going to pull this one out. Again, it's an older one, but an absolute favorite. I would like to maybe pull out a face palette of some type as well. Okay, and then let's pull out a cream bronzer. Actually, let's pull this one out from Fenty. And then let's pull out let's do that one. It is my favorite in there. Okay, we've got a bit of a highlighter, cream products. Okay, for powder, let's use up this Kosas one because I am so close to being done that one and I absolutely love it. And then I'm gonna pull out the e.l.f. Brow Lift because I love that one. And let's pull out one of the Hourglass. So I have Ray and I have Smoke. I think I'm gonna pull out Smoke because I love that one. And what else? It's probably good there. I'll pick a eyeshadow palette as well. Again, I really need to go through and declutter some of this. Well, let's pull this out and get some use out of that because there's face and eyeshadow products in there. Yeah, let's put that one out too because I received it at Christmas time and have hardly even used it, so that's probably good. Is that enough stuff? I feel like that's pretty good. Let's get all that in that container. I feel like that's not a lot of stuff to have out. What else did we pull out here? Let's pull out a few more options because that's looking pretty bare to me. Let's pull out that brightener from Becca. Haven't used that in a bit. Yeah, let's use that one up too. Let's get some good use out of that. I think we're good there. Let's pull out another blush, maybe. Oh yeah, one of my favorite liquid blushes. Oh, let's use this one as a highlighter, even though it is technically supposed to be a bronzer. Maybe this one. I do remember liking that. I'm not using it fun. Okay, well that gave us a few more options in there for sure. So I'm excited to get some use out of some of these things. And there we go. So there's the products I'm gonna focus on for the next probably month, maybe a little bit longer if I don't get around to filming right away. And yeah, I as always am excited to have new stuff to use and new products that I haven't used in a long time. So let me know if you guys are doing a Shop My Stash, how it's going, if you're getting some use out of some of your products. I am filming this on February 20th and I still have not bought anything yet. I did a no buy for January and it's just sort of carried on, really not even on purpose. So I still haven't bought anything new, so I have to keep shopping my stash and using stuff I already have. I know Glossier is coming to Sephora Canada in a few days, so there are some things that I am thinking I might pick up, but we'll see if I do. We'll see if I do. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you're enjoying these Shop My Stash videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.